Alright, so today we're gonna be doing the song ranking for Sounds Like Searchers by the Searchers. Somebody commented on my Take Me For What I'm Worth video, in fact, a couple people did, saying that someone named Needles and Pinza, great name, said that their favorite album was Sounds Like. So I said I need to do one for Mike's birthday. I'm a couple days late. I know I was gonna do one a couple days ago, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this one for the fact that I'll do the rest of them, at some point. But this came out in February '65, and it's the first album featuring bass guitarist and vocalist Frank Allen because you know, uh, you know that guy, Chris, kicked Tony out of the band. Tony is right there and was replaced by him. So, we've got Sounds Like Searchers, 12 tracks, 3 originals. I have to say it's a great album. It's just I think there should have been more songs by Frank and Chris and John because, John never got enough on these albums. So let's get right into it. So number 12 I think is going to be Goodnight Baby for the fact that there's not a bad song on this album, but for the fact that it was more of a thing to put on there, it's sort of like a thing to the teenagers, saying, oh, good night, and that kind of stuff. But I love the song. It's got a great, it's sort of more of a group lead vocal with Mike doing the lead spots. Great song, though. Number 12, I think, is going to be A Tear Fell, which is sung by Mike. And it's got more of like a country swing, not swing, a little bit though, but more of a country feel, or more of a slower and calmer feel than the rest of the album does, because the rest of the album just rocks, besides I Don't Want to Go On Without You. So A Tear Fell is a great song, and it's a really beautiful song. It's actually, I'm surprised, it's almost 3.5 minutes or something like that, but I really like the organ solo, or the piano solo by Tony Hatch as well. Number 10, I think I'm gonna go with, let's see, I'm gonna go with, I think, Bumblebee, sung by Mike. It's a great song. I hear it a lot. But it's got to go somewhere on the album, and I love the song. But I like John's guitar licks in it. But I mean, he always had great lead guitar licks and vocal, things. So after that, we come to number 9, which I think is gonna be "Till You Say You'll Be Mine," which is a Jackie DeShannon song. The orchestration, I feel, is like this whole album is sort of like that feel, and sung vocally by Mike and Chris, and overall it's a really, really good version. It's probably my favorite next to The Foremost. So number 8, I think I'm gonna go with I Don't Want to Go On Without You, which is a slow, very, very slow song. Was somehow stuck on Sugar and Spice, the no strings version, but it was definitely recorded during the sessions. So I thought it was a bit odd, so I have no idea. Number 7, is that where we're at? I think so, yeah. Number 7 is gonna be, we'll go with You Want to Make Her Happy, which is sung by Mike. It's a Chris original. I like the little, percussion in it. I don't know what it is. It's like a clave or something like that. But sung, it's played by Chris, obviously. It's the guitar lick I feel in it could have been maybe a weeny bit more, because it's repetitive. It's the same thing like 3 times. But which by this time, originals were still a little bit of a new thing for them. But I love the song. It's becoming one of my favorite Searchers songs, actually. Number 6, I'm gonna go with Mike singing the not Little Richard. Fats Domino covers "Something You Got, Babe." See, they call it "Something You Got." They sing "Something You Got, Babe," and then on the cover it's called "Something You Got, Baby." So I mean, call it whatever you want. It's I feel that they really appreciate the song a lot, and that's probably, because it's a really good song. I mean, great guitar solo from Mike in it. It's always great, vocals, great drumming from Chris on it. Oops, sorry about that. Great everything, really. Number 6, we're getting, we're gonna go with, Mike and Frank singing "Let the Good Times Roll," which it's got a bit of a faster tempo than the original by Shirley and Lee. But I really love their version. Frank sounds really good on it because he's the louder out of the vocal. Maybe Mike is. Mike sings the higher part in this, which they only did that like on this and "I'm Never Coming Back" was when Mike took the higher harmony part. And Frank sings really good because his voice just is always really great. Number 5. I think that's what we're at. Are we at number 4? We're at number 4, aren't we? Yes, I'm sorry about that, guys. I screwed up a little bit. But, number 5 is "Everything You Do." I really should plan these out beforehand. "Everything You Do," which is a Chris original and sung by John. John's voice in it is great. And Chris wrote this specifically for John to sing. And I think it's a really great song, and it fits his voice perfectly because, Chris is that good. I mean, so number 4 is going to be the Chris original, "If I Could Find Someone," which is vocally led by Mike and Chris. Mike takes the solo spots for most of the song, and then Chris sings the bridge. I think it's cool how they did it like that. It's a really great song, and it's got that nice 12-string electric guitar that they're really famous for, but, this is one of the lesser-known uses of the 12-string guitar in their tracks. So it's a really great song. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. Number 2, we're going to go with the Burt Bacharach song, "Magic Potion." And the story behind this is actually Burt Bacharach, or Chris, I think, had moved close to him or the other way around, and some guy around the corner told Chris that Burt Bacharach was there. So they were like, Burt Bacharach, Chris made a joke saying, "Yeah, I've got songs in my doorway every morning," but and this was one of the ones that Chris had heard by him that they were the first ones to do it too because of that. And so I feel that it's in my top 10 Searchers songs, sung by Chris amazingly. I mean, it's great falsetto, but I mean, he always had great falsetto in the songs. And it's just a really amazing song. I really like Frank's bass in it and the guitar solo from Mike. Number 1, you already know what it is I forgot who did it originally. It's like a really lesser-known song. "Everybody Come Clap Your Hands," which is sung, the first lead vocal Frank ever got by himself without having anybody else, "Everybody Come Clap Your Hands." Now, Frank's voice in it is what really does it for me. He sounds so good. They really should have let him do more lead vocals. Guitar solo from Mike is great. Drums from Chris are great. The backing vocals, the harmony, everything about the song is amazing. And I really think they just did a great job with it. It's just a great song overall. I really like the cool cover though. Mike and John are sort of like that neon sort of thing, and then Chris is like. I always felt that the cover of this, Frank doesn't really look like himself, and then you see that, and then you see this, and that looks more like real Frank, or regular Frank, I should say. But and then there's Ray Prickett and Tony Hatch. So it's a really great album. I'll show you. This is the 1980, right? No, this is the re-release on the PRT label, which is another version of Pi, or what Pi transferred to technically. You've got doesn't tell you when it came out, but I think it came out in 2000. So it's a 2000 re-release, I believe. I'll show you the vinyl real quick. So it's a great album though. It's probably, I mean, it only had 5 albums, or in the 60s at least. In fact, I got The Searchers from 1979 today at my local record store. The promotional copy too. So that concludes my review for Sounds Like Searchers. I'll be doing more soon, and this is sort of a tribute to Mike, so happy late birthday, Mike.